Hi guys, James here, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone's having a great day. In today's video guys, I'm excited because today I am playing with some makeup again. It has been a little bit of a while that I've actually sat down and played with makeup. I've been sick, I have had problems with my camera, and then lately I've been having problems with this finger. It got a small cut on it when I was doing some gardening, and then it got infected, and I will put a photo up of what it looks like now. Just know that it is healing, so it was probably twice as bad as what it looks like now. I'm on antibiotics and everything like that, but I've had a lot of issues with this finger. I can only bend it this far. Normally I can like bend this bit here, but this bit I can't really bend at all. But it's healing, so anyway, we're back to makeup. I have a Halloween inspired makeup look, which is inspired by this little pumpkin here. So this is little pumpkin I got from my supermarket. I was like, I want to try and create this look on my face. So that's what we're going for today. Now I do have my shirt off in this video, but you won't be able to see my nipples because I charge for that. And I'm not monetized on YouTube yet. So I'm not getting any money for showing my nipples. So you're not seeing that in this video. But this is the look that we are inspired by. I'm excited for it. I have some little hot glue, little like warts that I did myself. So I did some of these to get the bumpy effect that you can see on this pumpkin. Now this is probably going to be quite a long video because I'm not the best at like oil-based paints and stuff like that. So everything I'm doing on camera is a learning step for me. So might go a bit slow. Hopefully you don't mind a long YouTube video. If you do like these types of videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. I also do have a little black drop for Halloween. I think it's really nice. Now guys, I am still feeling a little sick, so I'm coughing quite a bit, so I might not talk too much in this video. I always say that, but then I just talk non-stop, but hopefully I will have a voice by the end of this video. If you watched my last video, I struggled to get through it. I almost lost my voice completely, so we're hoping that doesn't happen today, but let's get straight into the video. I've got my mirror here. We are going to trace out some little like skull holes first with this white liner. This is the, oh my god, I don't even know, Nude by Paradise L'Oreal white liner. I'm just going to do a light trace around my eyes, just to kind of map out an area where I don't want the face paints to go, because I want this to be a different color. So I'm just going to quickly do that. Map this out, and we'll do this in a different color. This is just a sketch, it's nothing like permanent or anything like that. I could change it depending on how I feel about the look that we're doing, but this is just what we're going to go for right now. And now I just have to try and make it matchy on this side. Alright, so that is all kind of mapped out. Now we're going to go into the color case from Made by Mitchell, and we're going to go into this orange shade here. This is the shade Sunny Side. I do have a little palette in front of me, and then I also do have my beauty blender next to me. I'm just going to scoop some of this out with a little palette knife. I did have a metal one, but I don't know where I put that right now. So we're just going to use this one, and we're probably going to use most of this orange, so I'm just going to scoop out a whole lot. I find that you have to warm up this product, or this, what is it? Is it an oil-based face paint? I think it is. You have to warm it up with a palette knife or your fingers or whatever you're going to use. So I'm scooping out a whole lot. I'm just going to put it in front of me on my little mixing tray. And like I said, we're probably going to need a lot of this, most of this. I'm only going to do my face, so hopefully it will look like a circle of a pumpkin. I'm going to put the lid back on so this doesn't dry out. And then, oh, I better put the lid on this liner as well. This is what it looks like now. A lot easier to work with. So I'm just going to put this directly on the face from this. And like I said, we're going to need quite a lot. So I'm putting quite a lot on. I also did get a haircut while I've been sick. So hopefully I don't get too much in my hairline. But we'll see what that looks like. And I'm going to try and avoid the eyebrows as well. I could have glued them down, but I just didn't really want to. for this look. I just didn't think we needed to. Alright, so it's all on my face. Let me just get my beauty blender and blend this out. I really want this to be like a nice orange pigmented base before we put the other shades on. So that's why I've gone pretty heavy-handed. Oh, that is orange. Now, I didn't color correct first. Normally I color correct a little bit, but I think the different shades that are going to come through on the base is actually going to help this Halloween look, because it's not meant to be, I mean, this pumpkin itself is not perfect. That's actually quite a good match shade-wise. I am going to use some orange matte shades to like contour and stuff like that after, but that's not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, happy with this. Alright, we are back, and I have never looked prettier in my life. This is my shade of foundation. I've been wrong all this time. So this is where we are right now. We're going to go in with some... do I set this? I feel like I need to set this, but then I don't know if I need to. I think this is meant to be self-setting, but because I put so much on, I might need to set it. Yeah, it's coming up. We need to set some of this. So let me quickly set some of this with some setting powder. We've got this center of attention one that I'm trying to use up. And we've got some little... Actually, we'll use this puff. I was using it last time. We're going to use this. Now this has a little bit of colour to it, so maybe I don't want to use this one. We had this white one from, actually it's from Kmart. It's Attention Cosmetics, and it's pure white. It was meant to be for a full face of Kmart makeup, which didn't work out. It was a terrible, terrible video, and I didn't end up finishing it because the foundation, oh my god, that is so white. The foundation was absolutely terrible. Yeah, and the concealer. So I didn't end up finishing that. But this was meant to be a translucent setting powder. But look how white it is. I mean, it's doing the job. And I don't care because it's only $5. So, you know, if it gets stained with other colours in the pan, doesn't matter. But that is not translucent. I don't know what they were trying to sell to people. It's not translucent. It's terrible. But perfect for setting like a white base for clown makeup or something like that. Like, perfect for that, but not everyday makeup. Alright, I am back. Now we've got the Blend Bunnies palette, the original one, Blends. And it does have some orange shades, these ones here. And then we have the Primal palette from Blends as well. And I think it does have... It's got a bright orange one right there as well. So we've got a mixture of oranges to play with. I will eventually add these on and then paint them as well. But I just want to get the base right, because I don't know how this is going to stay on my face throughout the whole video if I put these on first and then try and blend around them. So we're just doing it my way. I don't know if it's the right way, but we're going to do our best. I'm just getting all my brushes next to me. The ones that we're going to be using for this contour look. So with the pumpkin itself, it does have the little like ridges. So I'm going to try and do that on my face and try and contour some of these ridges on my face. So I'm just going to go into the shade Untamed, tap off the excess. This is from the Primal palette, and we're just going to try and do a little ridge. So from the way it's looking, I'm just going to do all the way down my face, one big ridge. Just mapping out the look. We're just gonna slowly add a little bit more pigment. So the ridges go skinny and then kind of go fat, so you can kind of get that 3D effect. That's what we're going to attempt on my face. So again, I'm just new to all of this, like blending out for special effects, makeup and all that type of stuff. So I might be a little slow with the process, but I'm going to trust myself. Alright guys, so this is where we are right now. I wasn't loving the yellow orangey base, so what I went in with was this little palette from P.Louise, and I just went in with a highlighter brush and coated that brush completely. Oh, I can't get this open. So, okay, it's two-sided. I went in with the shade Fearless, which is like this mustard yellowy shade here, and then I just basically set my face with that, trying to get rid of that white ashiness from that setting powder. I probably won't use that setting powder again because it really did cut off some of that pigment, but I'm happy with the way it's looking now. I did also start this orange line as well, and I'm going to do another one here and then two on this side. So I just want to show you where we are now because I'm going to do the rest of the orange makeup off camera just to save some time and save my battery on my camera. But I feel like it's a trust the process moment. It's not going to be like perfect pumpkin, but it's a trust the process moment. So I'm just going to quickly finish off the rest of my face off camera, and then we can come back and do the next step. So yeah, let me quickly do that and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I am back and everything is all blended out. I'm actually happy with the way it's looking. Before I was like, ooh, I don't know about this, but now that all the shapes are on my face, or the contouring and blending out, I will do more. But I'm really happy with the way we are looking right now. The orange is nice and vibrant, and yeah, I'm really happy with the way it's looking. So now we are just going to focus on the eyes for a little bit. So I'm going to I've got 4 palettes in front of me. I actually did end up going into this little P.Louise palette as well. And I went into the shade Back Yourself, which is this like fiery orange here. And I used that just to help blend out the edges of the orange. So now we're going to go on with the eyes. And I have my... Okay, where's the palette gone? Oh, here. We have the Grounded palette from Glaminatrix, this one here. And we're just going to use some of these grungy tones just because I want to kind of represent the stem as well. Even though I'm not going to have like the stem on my head where it is on the pumpkin, I want to use these tones on my eyes. So I want to try and incorporate the green tones from the stem on my eyes so I can pull this look completely together. So we're going to use this grungy palette here, and I'm not going to do too much. I'm going to go in with the dark shade Patience, this one here, and I'm kind of going to do like an outline around the edges of where I've left the eyelid and the eyes blank. So we're going to do that. I'm just going to dip into this pencil brush. This is a Morphe M213 brush. Going to pick up some of this dark green shade, and I'm just basically going to line the like eye socket bare area with this shade, and then we're going to fill in the space with some lighter shades. But I want to line it with the dark green first. Alright guys, we are back, and I finished with that dark green shade Patience, and I also did blend out the edges as well just to kind of give like a soft ombre look. So I'm really happy with the way it's looking. And then I kind of did some like pumpkin vines and leaves, probably more vines, but I wanted to kind of bring it into the pumpkin look as well. So really happy with the way it's looking. I'm going to go in with my Glaminatrix brush. This is the EO3. That's what I used to ombre out the edges. And we're going to go into the shade Anchored, which is like a mustard yellow shade. This one here. And we're going to fill in the rest of my eyes and blend in with that green ombre as well. Now the reason I picked this shade is because if you actually look at the stem, don't know if the camera will focus, but if you actually look at the stem, it does have like dark green, but then like the ridges and the veins on the stem are a bit yellow. So that's why I wanted to combine the green and the yellow together to kind of get the stem effect on my eyes. But I do have to say, when I look in the viewfinder, I'm really happy with the eyes, the way they look. So far, I'm actually happy with this look. Sometimes my Halloween looks don't turn out very well, but so far I'm actually really happy with the way it's looking. I don't know what it's going to look like when I try and add these onto my face. Are they just going to look like random warts? I don't know, but Oh, I dropped one. But I'm hoping they'll actually look okay. So let me just quickly finish off blending out these eyes. Then I can come back and we can get on to the warts. I feel like that's going to take the longest part, because I have to stick them on and then I have to gently paint them as well. But we're going to have fun trying. Alright, eyes are done. I'm just going to add a little bit of the white shade still. This one here. And I'm going to put that in the inner corner as a little pop of colour. As an inner corner highlighter. So we're just going to pick some of that up with the Glaminatrix E08 brush. And we're just going to tap a little bit of this white right here. Okay, I don't know if that did anything, but I'm going to tap a little bit more on this side. Just because I love a little inner corner highlighter, no matter what look I do. So I'm done with this palette for now. I might put some shimmer on my face at the end, but I don't know for sure. I don't want to overload my face. I'm just going step by step. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to set my face. I don't know if you're meant to set the Made by Mitchell color case paints. My face looks very textured, and I'm not mad about that because, again, this pumpkin is textured, so I think that's just adding with the look. But because I've added so much powder on my face, I do want to set it quickly with this setting powder or setting spray. This is the P.Louise one. I'm basically out of it. I've got like this much left, so I'm just going to use the rest of it on my face now. Ooh, alright, happy with that. We're going to let this dry down. I'm going to go off camera, let it dry down, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to start working with these little wart things that I made with a hot glue gun. Now, I don't know what I'm going to glue it down with. Now, I do have two glues that I might use. I've got the nail, no, what's it? Not the nail, the eyelash glue, which doesn't always hold the products on my face very well, especially the gems. And some of these are quite big. I do also have the Spirit Gum liquid adhesive with remover. So this is what I have. So I might try this. I've never used this. I don't know if it's going to stick on the face paint that I put on. If not, I might have to remove little spots where I'm going to stick these on and then use this. But we're going to test that out when this is completely dry. So let me go off camera, let this dry, have a drink, and then I'll come back and we can finish this look. I'm excited. Alright guys, we are back now. Let's get into the fun part. So I'm going to start with some of the smaller little wart type things I've got on my face. Let's try the Spirit Gum. I've never tried it. I'm hoping it sticks onto this face paint. I probably should have done it with the I probably should have done it first, but I just knew with all the blending and stuff, it's probably going to knock all of these off multiple times. So I just didn't want to do that. Now this is the Spirit Gum remover, the big one. And then this is the actual Spirit Gum. Now I should actually keep the directions. Let me see what it says. Professional adhesive for applying prosthetics, bald caps, wigs, and crepe hair. Brush adhesive on desired area and allow to dry slightly. Next, lightly tap adhesive with fingertips to activate until tacky. Add prosthetics and allow to fully dry. Use Spirit Gum remover to remove the adhesive. Saturate and gently wipe the areas repeatedly until all residue is gone. Wash area with cleanser and water. Keep out of reach with children. I don't have kids, so I don't have to worry about that. So, God, I'm assuming this is going to smell very, very bad. So we... Oh, it has a brush with it. Okay, oh, that's a lot. Oh, it smells like nail polish. I've never used this stuff. Okay, we're going to... You know what? We're going to apply what... Oh, I won't. I'm going to put one right here first. We'll do a few dots. One do there. We'll do one here. I probably should have made a whole lot more of the little wart-like things from the glue gun. It took me like an hour and a half to do what I've done. I probably should have done double just because I feel like there's not going to be enough to really get like the bumpy effect that the skin on the pumpkin has, because it's got a lot. But I think I do have another way that we can get away with not having so much at the end. Anyway, we're going to let those drops dry for a few seconds. And then we're going to tap it with our fingertips to get it tacky, and then we're going to put the little wart things on my face. I'm excited. Hopefully this actually works. Alright, we are back, and I pressed one of these on, and it's actually looking really good on the face. I thought, okay, you probably can't see it because it's clear, but I thought maybe it's going to look very unnatural coming out of the skin, but actually looks like it's part of the skin, so I'm really happy with the way that's looking. So now I've just got some tweezers, and I'm just picking it up with some lash tweezers, and we're going to apply it directly on the spots that I put on. So one right here, and we're pressing it hard into the skin so it will stick there. And then we have this one here. I'm actually loving the way that's looking. Alright, hopefully they all stay on. Alright, we've got a couple more that I need to put on, one on my nose, so we're going to go in for a bigger one. This one has like a double little, oh, that's a bit too big for the nose. I feel like that's going to lift because of the shape of it, but we'll try this one. Oh, that one's sticking nicely. It's probably lifting though. Okay, I'm really happy with this. So I guess for the next hour we're just going to be sticking these on, so let me just do that, and then we can get on to painting all of these, and hopefully I can paint it without knocking all of these off. So I'm going to just randomly do a lot of spots all over my face, and I'm actually going to do quite a lot of spirit gum because I don't want these to fall off, so we'll do quite a lot randomly. Might even do one right here at the start of my eyebrows. Alright, so I actually thought I was filming, but I wasn't, so I started sticking all of these on, then realised the camera wasn't on. But we've got most of these on, and I'm really loving the way this is looking. Some of these, like this one, I might have to put some more spirit gum on, because it's not really staying on the face, but the rest of them are working really nicely, so I'm just going to finish the rest on camera so you can see what I'm actually doing. Oh, that one's quite a long one, so that might lift it because I'm talking quite a lot, but we'll see if we need to add more later. But I'm really happy with the way this is looking. Now, all of these were made with hot glue gun. The hot glue gun cost me $5, and the glue sticks very affordable at your local like craft store or Kmart. I bought mine at a $2 store, so I think it was $5 for the hot glue gun, and then I bought some extra little glue sticks because I knew I'd probably need some. And as you can see, it's perfect for what we're going for today. So let me just quickly finish adding all of these on, and then we can start painting these. I'm really hoping that the texture of the hot glue, like the actual glue itself, does let it be painted. Does that make sense? You know what I mean. Like, I'm hoping the texture will allow itself to be painted with eyeshadow shades or the cream oil based paints that I have, because the texture is very different to the rough texture of my face. It's very smooth. It might not lay down the pigment very well, and it might lift if I keep trying to blend on it. Okay, so I'm liking the way this is looking. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Now we have to spend the next hour painting every single one that I just put on my face. So, let's get started. We're just going to slowly add some of this paint to it and see if it actually likes it. Okay, it's not too bad. Not too bad. I'm going to add some powder over it later. Some eyeshadow powder, not the white translucent setting powder, just some eyeshadow powder. Just set it. but it's not too bad. I'm just trying to get all the edges. This is going to take me hours. I just know it. So let me just focus on this, guys. Sorry. This is going to take me at least an hour to do all of these. Alright guys, we are back and everything's painted on. Now we have to try and blend some of these, especially the ones that are painted yellow against the orange. We have to blend some of those. So this becomes the fun part and the most stressful part, because if this doesn't work, it just looks like I've got warts all over my face. So I'm worried about this, but we're going to attempt to blend this out. We're going to start with the orange first. We're going to go into the shade Untamed, which is from the Primal palette. That's the orange that I've used on my face, and we're just going to start with the nose one. And I want to try and not completely cover it with orange, but I want to add some orange to it, so it's not just solid yellow. Now this one I feel like it's going to fall off anyway, but that's actually blended out not too bad. I don't need a seamless blend because, as you can see, this pumpkin is like all over the place color wise. Some of the spots have orange and yellow on it, so I'm not too worried about that. We're just going to quickly blend as many of these as possible. I am trying to blend where I've got the yellow on the actual orange on my nose, so we're going to blend that. Again, the pumpkin's not perfect, so we don't need this to be completely perfect. Cat, please, I don't need your attention right now. I need to focus on this. This has already taken me 3 hours to get to this stage. It doesn't look like it because I keep starting the video, but this is 3 hours of work, so I don't want to be here all night. So cat, please, let me go feed him. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. He is eating currently, so hopefully he'll be happy with that and not be too annoying. I'm happy the way this is looking, and I'm happy that I'm actually back on camera because I've missed doing makeup. I do actually have some stuff coming in the mail. And I bought this beautiful palette that I want to play with. Let me show you. I bought this one from Chemist Warehouse. $6 for 12 shades. It was half price. I don't know if I can actually open it because I don't have my tweezers. And it's a drugstore palette. And I always find these hard to be opened. But this is the W7 little Dream Tonight palette. Look how pretty that is. $6. $6.50 for this palette. I'm going to do a tutorial with that in the next couple of weeks. I also have a whole collection coming that I bought yesterday, so that will take probably 3 weeks to get to me because it's from an India brand overseas, but I'm excited to play with that. It is the first time I'm ever trying this brand out, and I'll do a full review when that comes in. Let me just quickly blend some of these yellow shades out. Alright guys, I'm back and this is where we are. I have blended out as much as possible. Doesn't look perfect, but I'm still happy with it. The next step that we're going to do is we're actually going to get some water activated paints. This one here is a palette from Center of Attention. Ow! I just pinched myself with the lid. It is a water-based activated palette. We've got orange and yellow. I'm going to use the orange first, and we're going to use this spoolie. It's a bit dirty, but we're going to use this spoolie and get like a splatter effect, and I think that will tie in these little wart/bumps a little bit better with the whole look. So that's what we're going to do now. I do have a little bit of water here. Hopefully this works because we only get one attempt at this. So we're just going to, I don't know, I feel like a toothbrush would probably be better than a spoolie. Maybe I should get a toothbrush. Pretty sure I've got an old one. Let me get a toothbrush because I'm feeling like this spoolie might not do the trick. We've got the toothbrush here. Let's try and flick this on. It doesn't look too bad. I'm just going to mix it a little bit more. Can you see that happening? I don't know if you can see that happening. I also don't know if I'm flicking it right. No, I'm getting it all over my chest rather than my face. So maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe I need to... it's not too bad. It's working. That's not too bad. We will go in with the yellow after this. I actually don't think that's too bad. Look how messy all of this is on my face. I think I'm going to leave it there with the orange because I've got it everywhere, but it's not really looking too splattered. I'm going to go in with the yellow, but I want to wash off my hand and this toothbrush because I use the same one, and wash off my body. Actually, I wash off my body after I've done the yellow because I'm just going to have to do it again anyway. Let me just wash my hands and wash the toothbrush, and we can come back and we'll do the yellow effect. And then there'll be one more stage after this and we'll be finished. Alright, we are back. Hands are completely washed. Now we're going to go in with the yellow. I've already put the water in with the yellow paint, so I'm just mixing it up with the toothbrush. And this is a lot lighter of a yellow, so I'm hoping it will actually show up a bit better on the orange. Alright, let's take 2 with this yellow shade. Oh, that yellow is looking a lot better. Oh, I'm happy with that yellow. Now I just have to be careful I don't go too much with just yellow. But I do want to get that splatter effect still all over the face. Oh, I actually like that. I think I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to add too much more. I'm happy with that. I'm kind of thinking it looks like this now. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. We got some major big splotches there, but I'm happy with that. Alright guys, let me wash off this body, wash off my hands. I'm going to do the last step, which I'll do off camera, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the final result. But I'm really happy with the way this is looking. So fingers crossed the last step doesn't ruin it. I don't think it will. I think it will just enhance the final look, but I'm happy with this. So let me finish this off quickly off camera and then I'll be right back. And guys, I am back and this is the final look. I'm really happy with it. I went on and put some of the black paint on my neck to kind of give the illusion of like a round pumpkin, because we are doing a pumpkin themed look. So yeah guys, this is the final look. Again, I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Took me over 4.5 hours to do it, but I think it was well worth the time. I'm just really happy with that. Let me just show you what it looks like up close. I'm so excited. I'm actually happy with it. This is the look that finally actually turned out. I've done 3 attempts of a Halloween look and my cameras were not working, or the audio didn't work, or I wasn't feeling well, so I didn't finish those looks. So this is actually one that I finished and I'm really happy with the way it's looking. So yeah guys, I hope you like these types of videos. If you do, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are on the finished look as a whole. Now guys, as always, I will list everything I've used down below to get to where we are now, just so you know exactly what I've used to get to where we are. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I'm going to go and take some photos of this, and I'm going to go and rest my voice because I am starting to lose it. I'm also going to go have some dinner because it is 9:30 p.m. and I haven't eaten since morning, so I'm hungry. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out my Instagram and TikTok, just because I do post a lot of things on there that I don't film. And with that guys, stay safe and I'll see you in the next one. All my love. Bye. I kind of feel like pumpkin soup now. I'm really happy with this look. Look at my head. It feels like it's like not attached. It's just floating in the air. Ooh. I'm a pumpkin. Yeah, this is why I'm single.